Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us is XHDATA D-109WB. This is an AM, FM stereo, long wave, weather alert, shortwave portable radio with Bluetooth and MP3 player. Currently, this retails for $55 at xhdata.com.cn. They had a limited time discount of $44. That makes it a great bargain. If there's any codes or any other links, I'll post it below for you guys. A really cool upgrade to the original D109. This is the one you want right here. So let's look at the box. Got little bullet points here on the side. MP3 player, SOS Alarm. So yeah, pretty cool. NOAA, weather band, disaster warning radio. Okay, cool. Does all those things. Beautiful. I just mentioned. And I think that's all it's on the box. Some more bullet points there. Okay. Natural disasters. And we are done with the box. Okay, so I took everything out. Let's see what we get in there. So in the box, we get to start the show. The D109WB. Right away, some of you could probably tell the buttons are a little different than the original. And I'll kind of show them side by side so you get an idea. Next, we get a charging cable, USB to Type-C. Yes. Loving the Type-C. Everybody else does. Yeah. Next, we get the manual. Pretty cool. I'll flip through it really quick for posterity, just so you get a general idea. There's a lot going on here. This function indication. I don't know if that can be on. You can zoom in or not, but there you go. All right. I do this for posterity just so you have it. If you lose your manual, you can pause on the screen and get a general idea of what it can do. There's quite a bit going on that screen. We're not going to cover 100% of this radio, but we're going to cover about 99% of it. There's quite a bit. 4 bands FM, as you can see there, 64, 76, 87, and 87.5 to 108. Beautiful. And if you notice, if you change your 9K to 10K, you get Fahrenheit, and if you go to 9K, you get Celsius. People want to know how to get Celsius temperature to display on the radio, and that's how you do it. It's similar with the Texan radios as well. So yeah, I'll just spend a minute or two here just going through the manual. So we don't miss a few different things, but you can delete your presets. Shows you how to add presets. Different things you can do. Yeah, some tips. Beautiful. Going here, this is about, it scans the weather band when you're on weather alert. Nice. There's your Bluetooth MP3 playback function. Another nice thing. Over here we got music mode, Bluetooth function operation, display content switching. Okay, cool. Display backlight switch. Yep, you can have the light switch all the time on or automatic. Yep, set clocks, set alarms. You get 2 alarms. Nice. Okay, hopefully you're getting all this, and then we're almost done. Get to the back with our specifications, which is always nice. There you go, a lock, system reset. There's a little reset button. Cool. And the lithium battery runs on 18650, which I find nice. Here are your specifications. As you can see, the frequency ranges on FM. You have 4 different bands: long wave, full coverage; medium wave, full coverage, of course; and short wave, full coverage. And of course, you have all 7 channels of the NOAA weather band. Yeah, this thing is great. Presets, there you go, 100 in each. Except for shortwave, you get 300. Wonderful thing. I'll cover that again, but there you go, some more. So I believe we are done with this manual blank page. Okay, so let's go to the radio. All right, let's go quick dimensions. We're 6 1/8 of an inch in length. We're 3 3/8 of an inch in height. And depth is 1 1/4 inches. So let's compare it to the outgoing radio, the D109. I really like it. It's too sensitive on shortwave, so you get some medium wave breakthrough, which is unfortunate. So using a wire with it won't do you any good. But the new one, they filtered it, they got it better, and it's just a much better radio. In general, I like it. There's only a couple nuances that I still don't like about the radio, but we'll go over that. But there you go. There's the differences in buttons if you wanted to know. Okay, and then we have other radios for size comparison. I have CC Pocket in the house, a little AM/FM stereo NOAA weather alert radio as well, giving you an idea. We have awesome CC Skywave 2, which is an AM/FM stereo weather alert, shortwave, and airband radio. One thing it lacks, it doesn't have long wave and it doesn't have full coverage of shortwave. This has full coverage of shortwave. So you can listen to your CB ears. Yay! Nice. One thing I like about the Skywave, it has a bigger tuning knob than the D-109. It really does. That's another little caveat. I wish I would make that a little bigger. Just a little bit. It's a big radio. And of course, last but not least, we have the Iron Man cards. Yes, Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves XHDATA from China Land. Ding, 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 ding. He's Iron Man. Yeah, so you get the idea. I like to do that. Rock and roll. Okay, cool. So let's go over features. There's a ton. Yeah, I'm going to zoom it on down, and we're going to go over them. So going to the left-hand side of the radio, we have the external antenna jack, just like on the old D-109. We have the headphone jack, FM stereo. Now the antenna jack here is really good. No medium wave breakthrough. You're going to get a lot of extra gain on your signals. Yeah, we'll talk about my shortwave experience, but really happy with this, how it's working out. The headphones, amazing. This radio sounds really good on headphones. Let's talk about the headphone experience real quick. Let's cover this. So no low-level hiss, which is fantastic. Stereo sounds great. On Bluetooth, MP3, and FM, expect moderate lows, strong mids, moderate highs with basic headphones. A pleasant listening experience overall, loving it. AM was a low neutral tone, which is okay for talk sports. Weather and shortwave, I observed a neutral tone, a little brighter tone. It sounds great and not as low as AM, so I really like that. No popping or clicking when changing bands, browsing, or using presets. So you won't hear anything like that, which is just makes it even better. All right, going to the front of the radio, we have the placard XHDATA. We have a speaker, 40 millimeters or 1.5 inches. It sounds bigger than its size, that's for sure. Over here, I believe it's a microphone, and then we have a little buzzer right there, those two little openings. Our LCD, we have battery status shown with the power off. We have our local time, which is 11:52 Central Standard Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA for the band scans we're going to be doing. Up here, we have our display window like Texans do, and you can change it with this button. 2 alarm times, temperature, and then it goes back to 2 alarm times. Now, when the radio's on, you have those, plus you have local time moved over here, and you have your gain, signal strength, and your signal noise ratio. So we'll have that as well. You'll see that when I turn it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this button right here so I can initiate the light to always be on. Nice. So buttons, we have a few, and I'm going to go over them rather quickly. SOS button, if I press and hold that, a siren, it's pretty loud. I'm not going to engage it, but it's really loud. So just know it's a definitely intense siren on the SOS. Alarm A, alarm B, of course, 2 alarms. Time set, it's got its own button. Power button with sleep function. Display button, you just saw, toggles the top right, and our lockout feature. Bandwidth control, we have 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1 kilohertz filtering on medium wave and shortwave. Over here we have VE and MC. That means voice music. Now the interesting thing here is when you're using this button, you'll notice that voice is bright and music is subdued, like soft muted. So it's kind of like reverse. Voice sounds great on most everything, so just leave it on voice. Music just mutes it a little bit. I guess if you have a harsh talking speaker, you want it on music mode, which is very odd that that's reversed, but you'll notice that when you use it. The X local switch, nice thing to have if you have strong FM stations or strong shortwave stations nearby. Otherwise, leave it on DX. It's all you need. I noticed I never switched to local mode at all. I do have some loud stations nearby. VM, view memory, view frequency, and also if you press and hold this button, it lets you browse. It's the only option on this radio that lets you scan or browse the frequency you're on. Press and hold, and it'll scan through the frequency. Now, also, it stops on a station and then keeps going, so you have to physically stop it by hitting it again. Also, that works with the view memory, so it goes through your presets the same way. There is no seek tuning or browse tuning on your normal control here, on the new tuning knob, or on these bottom ones. So it's an important button there. Over here, we have a weather band button with weather alert attached to it. Now, weather alert, it just enables the alert mode. I think you can't really do anything else. Once you hit that mode, it scans all 7 channels and will start a siren if it gets an alert tone, and you have to hit the button again to hear what's on the radio. It doesn't automatically go to radio. I wish it did. Here we have a shortwave down, shortwave up. So any of these two buttons will take you directly to shortwave. And of course, this segments down, shortwave segments up on the shortwave segments. And of course, if you press and hold the SW minus button, you have the auto tuning system. And what that does is it'll scan the entire shortwave band and save any presets or save any stations it finds in the presets. If you just do the shortwave plus, it scans in the current meter band only. So that's nice. So if you're scanning and saving, you only want to save in one area, use the shortwave plus button. Probably should use my pen here. There we go. Medium wave, long wave, self-explanatory, takes you to those bands. FM, same thing, takes you to FM band. Now you look, you got your numeric keypad for direct entering frequencies. Very simple to use. And if you notice, there's a little red secondary lettering there. FM setting, that's for the 4 FM bands. 76, I believe, to 108. The 64 to 108, 87 to 108, and 87.5 to 108. 9K, 10K switch for medium wave, and your clock 12 hour to 24 hour. Hidden functions, 4 is your toggle for FM stereo on or off while you're listening with headphones, and 6 turns the beep on and off. So people hate it when this radio beeps, and it's pretty annoying. So when the radio's off, press and hold 6, and it lets you toggle on or off the beeps, and I'll show you. Beep on, hold 6, beep off. Very important. People ask it all the time. The older radio. So memory button, very important here. You can manually add presets. I do enjoy that versus pressing the band button down for auto tune and save. That's the same with FM, medium wave, long wave. And weather band, of course, doesn't do that. But yeah, these two will do that. Now remember, in a book, you get 100 presets per band, FM, medium wave, long wave, and you get on shortwave 300 presets, which is fantastic. Can't beat that. So moving on, we got delete function. You'll notice here's our delete. And then up here we have Bluetooth mode, music mode for your MP3 player. And you got your back and your forward, fast forward, rewind, pause, play. Now on the radio, incremental tuning, fine forward, fine back, which it's not super useful, but it's there. And mute on pause, play. Now also when you're playing the MP3 player, it does remember the location of the file you're on, the position, and so how far along you are in that file. So it's nice. So you could be like 5 minutes in or 10 minutes in or 50 minutes in, a long file. It remembers exactly what file you were on and where you were at. So people like to know that. You only get one option for repeat one song over and over. So there you are. And then we're done with that. We're almost ready to turn this radio on. Just a lot of talk because there's a lot of features. Fast, slow tuning. I'm not a fan. It's a very thin tuning knob. I use this for mainly fine tuning and tuning my presets. You'll see the workarounds I've done with medium wave and FM just to make the radio usable. Volume control here is nice. And we got our Type-C input, 1 amp in to charge our 18650 battery. Our whip antenna is 21 inches. Nice. Kick-out stand has our frequency information. Beautiful. And our battery is an 18650 unprotected button top. They give us a 2000 milliamp hour variety. I recommend upgrading it to their 3000. You're going to get much more runtime. And if you want to even go more premium, you can go out there and search around. You can find yourself a unprotected button top Samsung like I did. And this is 3500 milliamp hours. So a lot of runtime with that battery versus the stock one. The stock one's always overrated. You'll find yourself, if you test it, around 1500 to 1700 capacity. So, all right, in the bottom of the radio, we have the reset, and then we have the micro SD card slot, which supports up to 32 gigabytes. Rubber feet there. So, yeah, FM reception report. Then we're going to turn this radio on and cruise the bands. So, FM reception report, this got a very good. I do it out of 5-tier method. Fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. 4 stars, amazing. It found 80 stations, which is well above average, almost superstar category. Very impressed. And it also gets very good or 4-star on selectivity. It's having fun there. Let's change that. Let's know which temperature to pick. So yeah, that's really good on FM. So expect that. Now we're going to turn it on. We're going to demo with the audio. Check it with my other videos, and we'll do that with the MP3 player. So we'll turn it on.
South winds 10 to 20 miles per hour.
Weather band.
Up to 30 miles per hour.
Frequency.
In the afternoon.
Mode
Thursday
voice.
Night,
if I change that, you won't really notice.
Chance of showers after midnight.
See, it mutes.
Lows in the upper 40s.
Music.
Southwest winds
Voice.
10 to 20 miles per hour. Inland gusts up to 30 miles per hour.
So I don't know why it was reversed, but
Chance of precipitation
here's your
50%.
antenna gain. or antenna signal, signal strength, signal noise ratio. The second number is always more important. Okay, so let's go to the music and do a demo for about a minute or two. So we'll press the music button. And here we go. SD card mode. Cool. Track number. Of course, voice mode. What mode we're on, TF card mode. And elapsed time. Alright, cool. I think I have an old-time radio show here. Fast forward. So we're at Duffy's Tavern.
Well, for you, that's about par. But it looks like you're the only member of the family that seems to relish spring.
Oh, no. Mama thinks it's very romantic, too.
So you can pause, you can turn the radio off. Of course, come back at a later time, turn your radio on, do some other things, and it'll remember exactly where you were on the MP3 player, even if you change to different bands on the radio. So, which is great.
SD card mode. Mama thinks it's very romantic, too.
So there you go. Perfect. Remember track and track position. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and we're going to pause this. We're going to change. We're going to go to the... I showed you the weather band mode. Pretty basic.
Waves 2 to 4 feet building to 8
I'm going to hook up an antenna.
Occasionally to 16 feet.
We're going to cruise shortwave. Maybe a little bit of FM.
40 knots becoming southwest late in the evening.
This wire, 12-foot wire, goes to my window blinds. You can pick these wires up. Cato sells them. Texan sells them.
Feet, occasionally to 18 feet, subsiding to 6 to 9 feet, occasionally to Crystal Lake on frequency 162.500. Visit us on the web. Nuts backing south after midnight. Craft advisory is in effect. Northwest winds 10.
So during the day, I received 6 signals, which was fantastic, which is an excellent rating, well above average for weather radio. And that was with just whip only.
Saturday, west Winds 10 to 20 knots.
All right, cool. So let's go to shortwave and show you how that works. So I want to mention also that the buttons on the new radio versus the old radio, they're hard plastic, okay? I dig that. I really am a fan of the hard plastic buttons. They're probably going to hold up better. The new radio, the only downside I don't really care for is that these buttons are rubber. Yeah, they click better, but they are like a silicone rubber, if you're wondering. So we'll see how they hold up. I mean, the lettering could come off. Just take a picture so you know, or come back to this video so you know what the buttons are, if yours ever rubs off and you're trying to remember. Okay, cool. So let's go shortwave. So you can initiate a scan. Usually depends on your last direction you went with the tuning knob. You can press and hold. I think we're in frequency mode. And now it's going to browse the broadcast bands only. Now you can go outside the broadcast bands, which is nice, by manually entering frequencies. But right now it's going to look. It's browsing. Cool. CHU. Nice. 3370 something's coming in. All right. Yeah, very cool. And also you can stop this. We'll stop the browse. What are our presets? I saved a couple presets.
We need you to be in the fight with us. Support this vital ministry. We'll back with Morning Man.
So again, frequency, band. Really high numbers there. Tennessee station, pretty close to me. Again, I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA, and my time was a little after midnight, I think. Yeah, so 6 minutes after midnight, Central Standard Time. There you go. WWV, Fort Collins, Colorado, which is about 850 miles away. Cuba, about 1,700 miles. So yeah, 1 kilohertz, 2 kilohertz for our bandwidth, 3. So 3 is usually where I like to leave it.
By the deceitfulness of sin, so that the day of the Lord
saves the same drunk over and over again. Sometimes I feel like that with some of these subjects because
sounds a little muffled there. I wonder if it needs micro-tuning. Okay, so you go to VF. See what's here. Kind of Arabian music going on there. Okay, it's kind of interfering with something. So let's go ahead and go back to our presets. Finish this up.
Esta publicación, La Hora de Cuba. Ja, also die Front verschiebt sich das. Aber ich würde jetzt
yeah, so during the day, shortwave was amazing. Again, might have been a great day. I found 26 stations, which is well above average, like twice the amount I usually find. With the whip only, found the same amount with the wire, 22-foot wire. But with the wire, I've got better legibility on the fainter signals, which is the way to go.
Hemos restablecido ya la comunicación. Puedes proseguir.
And marvels saying one to another, behold!
The Jews from the Gentiles.
Very sensitive receiver too. Picks the stations out really fast.
Was next door to the
so yeah, you can go up your meter bands here. So you can see how that works there. Pretty simple. There's all the bands. And of course, if you wanted to just search and save a particular band, you would go like say here, and then you press and hold the SW+, and it's just going to auto scan and save this band here. So that's how that works. I don't believe it overwrites your presets. It just adds to them, which is fantastic. Smart. So that's how autoscan works. Cool, so let's go to FM. Now FM, I have a workaround because I don't like the fast, slow tuning of this. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Frequency. So it goes slow, then fast, and sometimes you gotta go back, which is kind of annoying. Like here, I want to go 87.75 because there's a hidden station in here. Barely hear it. Trying to get better reception, but it's there. Okay, cool. But yeah, so what I did is I use my presets to do stepping. You'll see here. I put it on VM mode. And now I have it all by just turning here. It's going up 200 kilohertz each time I turn. So if you look at the preset position and where I'm at, I manually did this. I like it. It makes it so much easier.
With her. Anyone who has studied the psychology behind and
hey to all my friends in Crown Point, Indiana. We love
Behind the Song, where Jenda analyzes rock's most timeless tune.
Get the idea. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely not picking up as well downstairs here with this wire. Upstairs with the telescopic whip is amazing. You'll know when you start using it that your FM is just fantastic. And again, 4 lets you toggle stereo on and off when you're using headphones. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull that off. We'll go to medium wave real quick. Medium wave, I'm doing some dedicated band scans. Same with shortwave, so expect to see those videos coming out soon. But medium wave, we just press the medium wave button. I did the same thing with the presets. So we'll just go, like, say, to Nashville, 650. $434 miles.
Good, no complaints. Been a while. Listen, I was talking to my Uncle Jerry today, and
WFAN, excuse me. This is New York, New York, home of the Yankees.
First I'll start with Dable, then I'll go to Fowler. And all the does not sound like chaos.
Okay, when you say Alan, okay, but, you're trying to...
So, yeah, AM sounds fantastic, though the voice and music mode doesn't really do much.
Mm-hmm. Because you have to respond and you're not getting a chance to respond, is that the reason?
Doesn't do anything at 3 kilohertz. If I open it up
I want you to
6...
But it's my job as the producer here with Shep. I'm the one who has to organize it while I speak. I want to make sure
ever so slightly I can hear it soft mute when I go to music.
Gets to a point.
But only if I open up that filter to 4 or 6.
Said anything. There are times where I haven't.
Let's see what else we can pick up. The zoomer. Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles northeast.
Love me true.
So we can go
immediately. You can just speak a film.
WABC, New York, 750 miles. We're almost through with the review. go to Denver. Quiet.
There's never a wrong time to protect your home.
WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 800 and I think 60 miles to the south.
Security system.
Beautiful.
It's comprehensive protection
using this material.
Okay, so I'm going to stop there in the medium wave because it's pretty simple. Yeah, it's pretty basic setup. And of course, you saw the bandwidth there. Yeah, I'm loving it. And of course, DX Local doesn't work on the this band here. And when you're on shortwave,
with local churches throughout the city, so the church endures. First,
so you can see it definitely filters it down. You almost can't hear it.
don't be afraid.
Cool. Glad I showed that. I almost forgot to show that. Cool. So we're off. Okay, so there it is, the D-109WB. Yeah, final thoughts on it. I'm really happy with the upgrade. Don't buy this radio if it's over $50. Buy it definitely if it's under 50 because the outgoing radio is $35 or 33 or something on sale. So this is definitely worth under 50. I would pick it up all day long for what this thing can do. It's absolutely amazing, especially in shortwave now. You got yourself just a cherry of a radio. I would pick this over the R108. I really would, even though the R108 does the airband as well. This is a better radio. It does. I mean, with the weather alert now, fantastic. Absolutely loving it. Yeah, I don't know what else to add. I mean, I like the battery setup, I like the speaker sound. I don't like the tuning still. I wish the fast slow was gone, or at least you could push this in and change it to lock it on fast only or slow only. Maybe make these buttons fast only, and make them seek. That would be nice. Of course, I didn't show you, but you can also mute your radio with the SD card. Let's go here. So you can quick mute your audio with pause play. So that's a nice thing. Cool. All right. So there it is. XHDATA D-109WB. If you love this video, give a big like. Hopefully it was informative enough for you guys. 2, XHDATA radios. If you want to see more, subscribe at the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about the D-109WB. Do you already have the 109? Are you happy with that? This has medium wave breakthrough on shortwave, unfortunately. Even with the whip antenna, it's kind of a pain. But it's the only thing going wrong with it. Otherwise, everything's pretty nice. For $35, still a value. Tell me what you think. Are you going to pick up a WB, or are you going to stick with your old one? Or if you haven't bought one yet, are you going to get the WB? I'd recommend this one first before the old model, of course, just because the shortwave is that much better. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.